Hello everybody, my name is Smarty, short for Smarty Reads, and welcome back. Today I'm going to read Chapter 3 of Mallory on the Move. It's called Wish Pond Road. Let's begin. I press a button on the side of my watch and the face lights up. It's only 8:30 in the morning and we've been driving for 2 hours. I feel sick. The problem is I don't know if I'm car sick or moving sick. I clutch my stomach and lean over the front seat. How much longer, I moan. An hour, says Dad. Quiet, grumbles Max. He stretches and puts his feet on my side of the seat. I'm trying to sleep. I hold my nose and push Max's stinky feet back to his side of the car. I don't see how Max can even think about sleeping on a day like today. We're moving and my brain is filled with questions. I tap Dad on the shoulder. Tell me why our street is named Wish Pond Road. Dad smiles at me in the rearview mirror. Do you want to hear the legend of the Wish Pond? Dad already told me this story, but I'm having a hard time deciding if I think it's true. I shrug. I don't want Dad to get the wrong idea and think I'm excited about moving to a street named Wish Pond Road. I do want to hear the story again. Dad clears his throat. Legend has it that many years ago, a farmer and his wife lived on a large and beautiful farm, right where our street is now. What did they have on their farm? I ask. Good question, says Dad. They had just about everything a farmer and his wife could want. They had cows and pigs and chickens and goats. They had corn and barley and wheat and hay. The only thing they didn't have that they wanted were children. How sad, says Mom. Yes, says Dad. This made the farmer and his wife very sad indeed. Sometimes while the farmer was out tending to the cows and pigs and chickens and goats, the farmer's wife would go sit by herself on the edge of the small pond in the middle of the farm. One day she picked up a rock and threw it into the pond and made a wish. I wish I had a little boy or a little girl to sit. I wish I had a little boy or a little girl to sit next to me by this pond. And to her amazement, her wish came true. The farmer's wife was blessed with a baby boy. Max stretches across the back seat. Lucky for her, she got a boy. I roll my eyes at Max. I bet once he was old enough to talk, she wished she could turn him into a girl. Quiet, you two, and let me finish the story, says Dad. The farmer's wife thought it was possible that her good fortune had come from throwing the rock into the pond, continues Dad. So she threw another rock into the pond and then again wished for a child. This time she and the farmer were blessed with a beautiful baby girl. I grin at Max. Dad keeps talking. Now certain that the pond had magical powers, the farmer's wife decided to make one more wish. She threw another rock into the pond, and this time, as was her wish, she was blessed with twins. Boys or girls? I asked Dad. I don't really know, says Dad, and I don't think it matters. The story is that the farmer and his wife and their children lived long and happy lives on the farm. That was a long time ago, continues Dad. Now the farm is gone, but the pond is still here. And those who know it believe it is a wish pond and that anyone who lives on the street can make 3 wishes and they'll come true. Dad stops his story. I sit quietly for a few minutes. There's something I've wanted to ask him since the first time I've heard this story. Dad, how do you know the wish pond works? He smiles at me in the mirror. I don't know if it works. We'll try it and see. But I think the question you have to ask yourself is if you believe in magic. Cheeseburger stretches across my lap. I stretches across my lap. I hope the wish pond works. There are lots of things I've been wishing for lately, like someone new to play with on our new street. I rub Cheeseburger's back. Hey Dad, do any kids live on Wish Pond Road? I saw some kids outside playing when I went to check on the house last week. I cross my fingers. Did you see any 8-year-old girls who look like they didn't have a best friend? Max sits up. Do any of them have beaks and feathers and a head the size of a peanut? If so, they'd be a perfect friend for Mallory. I glare at Max. The first thing I'm going to do when we get to Wish Pond Road is throw a rock in the wish pond and wish for a different brother. Max takes a donut out of a box bag. And then there's Max eating donuts. He shoves it in his mouth and gets crumbs all over his shirt. You actually believe in magic? I look at the mess he made. So, Max shoves another donut. So, you would. Now there are crumbs all over the back seat. What's that supposed to mean? He looks at me like he can't believe I don't know what he's talking about. It means you are always doing dumb things, and believing in a magic wish pond is just another dumb thing. Max, be nice. Mom gives him a close your mouth look, but Max ignores it. It's true, he says. Remember when she tried to fly and the whole neighborhood saw her do it? I'll never forget the day Marianne and I tried to fly. We taped garbage bags to our arms and skated down the hill. Our plan was for the garbage bags to fill up with air and lift us off the ground when we flapped our arms. Only too bad for us, the plan didn't work like we thought it would. Big deal, I say to Max. I bet lots of kids wish they could fly like birds. Yeah, Max pops another donut in his mouth. Most kids know the difference between birds and humans. I pick powdered crumbs off my side of the seat. I bet most birds are neater eaters than my brother. I lean over the seat and shake Mom's shoulder. Hey Mom, what's sitting in the back seat and looks like it got lost in a snowstorm? What? Mom turns around. Max. Messy Max. I laugh so hard my face hurts. Mom tells Max to wipe his mouth and brush the powdered sugar off his shirt. Don't worry about me, says Max. Just look at the back seat, I say. Just look at the back seat, I say, but Max looks right at me. You messed up things in our old neighborhood. Try not to do it in the new neighborhood, too. I'm not going to mess up anything, I shout. That's enough, Dad, says Dad. He turns our car onto a small street. A sign says Wish Pond Road. Neat rows of two-story white houses with green shutters and black front doors line both sides of the street. Dad pulls the car into a driveway of a two-story white house with green shutters and a black front door. We're here, he says, number 17, Wish Pond Road. I get out of the car and look at my new house. It looks like all the other houses on the street. I think about the farmer's wife and the Wish Pond Road and the pond and how her wishes came true. Then I close my eyes and make a wish. I wish I didn't have to move into a white house and green shutters and a black door on a street called Wish Pond Road. I hope my wish comes true. And if it doesn't, I hope I don't get confused and go into the wrong house. That's the end of that chapter. I'll see you next time when I read The Girl Next Door. Bye, everyone.